Hi, welcome back. I'm Dr. Dwayne and this is Landon. He's going to be helping us out today. And today we're going to talk about mid-back pain or pain between your shoulder blades. So some of the main reasons we deal with pain in between the shoulder blades or pain in the thoracic spine or mid-back is because we don't have enough control of this area of our spine. Because some of our resting postures are, forward head or rounded shoulders, it puts a lot of natural stress through this area on the musculature and the soft tissue. So being able to ensure that we have the control to extend the thoracic spine and freely move the shoulder blades around, that is going to help relieve some of the natural stress that rests on the thoracic spine. So we're going to start by foam rolling and working on a little bit of extension in the thoracic spine. A couple of things to think about before we start is the thoracic spine have ribs, so make sure you are laying on this foam roller where your ribs are. So if we go too low, then now we're sitting on the lower back and the lumbar spine, and that's just not what we're trying to work here. The other thing is we have our shoulder blades in the way, so I'm going to show you a technique to get the shoulder blades out of the way but still be able to hit those thoracic spine muscles once we get to the mid and upper thoracic spine. So we're going to start in this hook lying position with the foam roller. We're going to start from the bottom and work your way up. You can start at the top or work your way down. That is not that important. So we're going to start today on the lowers and work our way up. So we're starting right at the lower ribs, and Landon's going to put his hands behind his head here, and we're going to squeeze our elbows together, and we're just going to try and lean back over the foam roller. You're going to feel right where that roller sits. You're going to hang out for a couple seconds, and then you're going to slowly come back up. You do need to control your core a little bit to allow yourself to go over. If you feel like it's really sharp and pinching, don't go that far. We just want to feel a stretch. We're going to do about 5 or 6 in one spot, and then we're going to roll down the roller a little bit so this rolls a little bit higher on our backs. And when we get to the shoulder blades, we really have to squeeze the elbows together, and that pulls our shoulder blades apart to create space in the middle of the back so that we can actually roll along the muscles of the thoracic spine. So again, we're going to do 5 or 6 in this spot, and then we're going to roll ourselves a little further up. As we get up to the upper thoracic spine, sometimes we don't feel pressure there with those. And then we have to just lift the butt a little bit to add a little bit more pressure on those areas, because it's a little bit harder when we're flat to put the direct pressure on the roller in those areas. So I say 5 to 6 in each area, maybe 4 or 5 different areas total. I like to follow up all of my mobilization or stretching exercises with a little bit of activation and control exercises to better control ourselves through the newfound range. So I like the cat-cow for this, or cat-camel. Some people call it that. It's the same exercise. We're going to start with the cat exercise first. So we're on all fours here in the quadruped position, and we're going to try and round all of our back like an angry cat when it's hissing at you, right? We're going to try and get that nice round there. We're going to hang out there for a 1-2 count. And then we're going to slowly go into the cow or camel position, and we're going to try to stick our chest out and get this going back into the extended position. We're going to hold for 1 to 2 seconds, and then we're going to come back up again, and we're just going to go back and forth between the two, trying not to hold our breath, trying to feel the exercise, trying to feel the muscles, controlling the extension and the flexion of our back. We're going to do this for about 10 to 15 repetitions. So this exercise is a thoracic extension active exercise because you're trying to use the muscles of the shoulder blade to try to pull the elbows up and extend the thoracic spine. So we're gonna start on the wall with our hand behind our head. We're trying to pull our elbows close as we can together again. And then we're gonna slide the elbows up the wall. We're gonna feel these muscles here squeezing and activating. And then we're gonna slowly come back down. We're holding at the top for a handful of seconds, maybe 2 or 3. It's really important that we notice he's not diving his hips toward the wall and lifting up like that, because then we're just getting lumbar and lower back extension. So we're trying to keep the hips stable and back. So as we go up, we're actually using the elbows to extend and activate and squeeze these muscles here. This exercise, I tend to prescribe 8 to 10 repetitions as long as it's slow and controlled. Now we're gonna do a row variation that helps us control and strengthen our rotation muscles. So we're gonna start with a staggered stance. The inside foot is forward, and then we're going to bend forward at the hips here, and that helps us lock out a little bit of the lower back. And then we're going to reach out toward the cable, so we're facing sideways, and we're rotating our spine, and then we're pulling here, and we're rotating back and resisting that opposite direction. So notice how the cable is starting relatively low there in comparison. We're reaching and we're focusing on twisting, and then we're trying to stay at this lean forward angle, and we're working the muscles of the mid back as we're doing it, these muscles here. And then we're going again. And this is what I want to try and avoid, is that sideways lean like this, where you're twisting your whole body here. We're trying to stay nice and stable through the hips and get primarily rotation. We're gonna do about 8 to 10 repetitions and just feel the muscles in the back working here. Give these exercises a shot at home. If you give it a few weeks and you're not seeing much difference or much change, consult a physician or see a local physical therapist who can help you, give you exercises that are actually going to be based on you. If you found this helpful or know someone who could find this video helpful, just share it with them, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.